Welcome back to our show, your show, Let's Talk Stocks. In studio with us this morning is Gabby Spence, and she's Manager Investment Banking at Barita Investments Limited. Of course, joining us on the show, the newest CEO of a listed company on the JC Junior Market, Mr. Djuvane Browne himself. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks for having us.
All right. So, Gabby, talk to us. How was it to... How does it feel to have closed an IPO, record time, in this kind of market?
Definitely feels incredible. I feel very relieved that we're able to pull it off because, I mean, we all know what's happening in the market right now, how the equity market has somewhat softened compared to the previous years. So I think it's a very good indication that we're able to close it in such a short time. And it just speaks to the company itself. We knew we were bringing a solid company to the market, and we were confident in them and their financial performance and their projections and just all the plans that they have. Plus, they have a solid governance, which is very important right now. So definitely feels incredible, and I'm very thankful that it went the way it did.
All right. Djuvane, we spoke the last time, and I know you're big on moving this company forward, but talk to me, your first interview after being listed, that experience in that listing ceremony.
Yeah, I think it's a humbling experience, in all honesty. Like, I mean, you think about it, you think about, you know, listing on the junior stock exchange. Really humbling, you know, we understand the weight, we understand the responsibility, but we also understand the opportunity that's ahead of us.
Of course.
And I think we see great opportunities ahead for One Great Studio and for Jamaica, really, because a part of what we spoke about this morning, for example, in the ceremonies, is also what it means for Jamaica, for companies like us, you know, to operate and to thrive in a global market. And so that's something that we're really excited about.
I'm happy you touched that global market because, again, coming out of the pandemic, Gabby, where everything is now online and everybody's speaking of the new normal, and your company and the way it's designed, it's like you were built for this.
We're built for this time. But no, and not even just for this time, we think we're built for the future. Because the reality is digital changes quickly, right? How we operated in 2012 when we started is very different from how we operate right now. The tools that we use very different as well. And so we have a cultural learning that keeps us curious, that makes us want to stay up to date with what's happening, and to be very strategic in terms of how we evolve the company as the needs of our client and also as the market changes as well.
You would have spoken to acquiring an SEO earlier on. And how will that now fit into the plans going forward in driving the business, looking at growth? Because Gabby will tell you, it's profits that will drive the stock price. And talk to us about this.
So I mean, when you look on our use of proceeds, right? Big part is paying down the debt, right? So if you like profits, then come 1 month. Well, Gabby, you get him a letter today, right? and we'll see the impact of that immediately, right? We have basically, you know, $9 million of debt per quarter, right? And so that's big for us, right? So we expect to see a big increase in our profits simply by paying down the debt, right? Now, SEO is a very important segment or toolkit in the digital arsenal, I would say, right? Because you have different strategies that you have to roll out. SEO is one of them. Developed markets really invest heavily in SEO. The truth is, our markets and the regional markets haven't had a history of investment in SEO, but it has the ability to give you great returns, right? I was sharing just this morning, we have one client, they spend $5,000 a month with us. It's an international company, an e-commerce company, and their attributable results to the organic search is $500,000 in sales.
Wow.
It's 100x results on their return. No, everybody not going to get that. They're in a special industry. They are, you know, people are looking for what they have, but search engine optimization is a big part of their revenue. That's so that they can attribute it, and we measure all the way through from where the person come from, to when the sale is completed to be able to say, this is the amount of money that you generated from the spend that you have. And I think that's what is important about digital, is that people have that opportunity. So when you look on us, you know, we don't really see ourselves as a website agency or a digital market. We see ourselves as an agency that help clients get results online. And however that whatever we need to do to get that done, that's the business that we are in. And I'm sure it's going to look different 5 years from now than it is right now, because the markets are changing. But people always want results. And if we can be in that business, then we have a strong future ahead of us.
All right, Gabby. So I like that Djuvane was talking about results and transformation and all of that. Because Barita itself has been very transformational certainly in the last couple of years. What you've been able to do in the capital market space has been nothing short of phenomenal. You took the chance, yes, we had a listing earlier, maybe in January of this year, but that IPO was in December last year.
Yes.
The markets have been soft since then. But you were not afraid to take a company to market in this setup. How do you see the markets going forward? I mean, inflation has been trending down. BOJ has been holding rates steady. Are we about to see a change in the way things are going? Are we about to see more activity on this side of the capital markets?
Well, one thing that we always hear is that change is constant, right? In 2019, when markets are active,
of course.
we wouldn't think that we would see this, but of course, it's here now. So there's always highs and lows. And as you've seen since One Great has come out with their IPO, two others have been announced. You have one going on right now, and you have talks of one coming later. We don't know exactly when, but we're now seeing where companies, you can't stop growth. Companies have to grow, and opportunities, especially in this kind of environment, opportunities will present themselves, and it wouldn't do any justice to the company for them to just sit there and say, okay, we're scared of the market right now, let's just watch and see. Watch and see until what? So as I said, we knew we were bringing a solid company to the market, and they seized a very good opportunity. Presidents kept on asking, you know, why didn't you just come to the market to raise the capital for it? When in truth and in fact, One Great had to position themselves properly, and Barita, of course, being their strategic partner, we helped them to position themselves properly, and we helped them to actually take advantage of the opportunity that presented itself at the time. And now they're in a very good position to come to market, and they did that confidently. So, yeah.
Job well done. Talk to me about the governance issues, because we know it's one of the challenges. So many companies that want to come to the market, they want to utilize the market to raise capital, but many of them have not had their governance, their boards, and just how they operate in the proper setting to come and access the kind of monies and the kind of benefits, not just the monies, but all the benefits that they are. Talk to me, Djuvane, about how that has worked for you, and you know, the transition into ensuring that you have all that proper governance taking place.
So I think for us it started way before we started the listing process. You know, our board, I think, has been meeting for 3.5, close to 4 years now, and we put a board together. When we were, for a long time, you know, we were operating as a lifestyle business. You know, we work, we want to have the flexibility and the freedom. And as we're looking on what's happening in junior soccer, you start to say, all right, you know, maybe that's a direction we should look into. You've been building a business now for many years. You're having some success, and so we started looking into that. And